facial movements. Later, we were taken into what's called a volume, basically a huge empty room with its own set of cameras all around it. Rooms like these are where movies like Avatar and Ready Player One were filmed. Instead of being shot in a motion capture volume, the production team for Infinity War spread small cameras like these throughout the actual sets and attached motion capture equipment to the film camera, allowing the visual effects team to see what Brolin looked like in the moment with a rudimentary version of Thanos over the top of him. That way the camera operators could frame the shots properly for what was supposed to be an 8-foot character, and then those small cameras were all digitally removed from the final movie. To create Thanos, the team began with this character model. By hand, artists went in and added tons of details to his face, all of the contours and wrinkles you see in the final version. Taking Brolin's facial movements from the fax booth we saw before, the modeling artists will go into every shape Thanos' face could possibly make and correct or enhance those shapes. They'd apply texturing elements, freckles, imperfections, all sorts of aspects to add a level of reality to the character, and they'd really concentrate on making sure his eye movements came through. This is one of the first tests Digital Domain sent to Marvel to prove that they were on the right track.
Now, I heard that you were meaning to get in touch with me, but then I heard you were dead. And I also heard that you were a king, and various other things. But the fact is, low-key, you and I are not the sort people understand. The sort people fear. Now I got the information that I need, and now I have to break your neck. It's just the way it is. I'm just a messenger.
For each shot, animation director Phil Kramer would look at Brolin's helmet performance, which you can see on the far right side of the screen, and a high-resolution mask created with machine learning algorithms, which you can see second from the right. He and his team would retarget that performance onto Thanos, copying all of the details onto the model while keeping the essence of Brolin's performance intact. That made it easier to watch and easier for directors Anthony and Joe Russo to make decisions without the distracting apparatus around the character's head. Here you can see what Brolin looked like through monitors on the set, complete with a visible helmet cam and a low-resolution version of Thanos' face. Digital Domain used video game rendering to create a high-end look of the character that's much closer to the final version.
You have my respect, Stark. When I'm done, half of humanity will still be